Now, this little tree cookie may look a bit intimidating because it's sort of detailed, but don't let that detail fool you. I'm just using some thick consistency icing here to create a tree trunk and a few branches to help guide me as I make the leaves. This cookie design is just a lot of repetitive motions with the piping bag. It's nothing super complicated. It's just something that you do over and over again. I'm simply using some thick consistency green icing. This is the same color as that ornament from before, and making some line shapes. Very simple, just planting the end of the icing down as I squeeze the piping bag, pulling up, and then planting it again. So I'm just kind of fanning these branches out in like a fan or pine leaf type of pattern. I'm laying the bottom ones going out from the stem and then just layering a few on top after that. This actually made me think of when I was little, my mom used to watch the Martha Stewart Christmas special way back in the day. And I remember learning how to fluff the Christmas tree. Like if you have an artificial Christmas tree, she showed this method of fluffing the branches out in a way that made the tree look really full and lush. And that's the method that my mom always used. She always does such a good job of making her tree look fluffy. Since having little ones of my own, I'm ashamed to say that I don't really use the fluffing method anymore. I just kind of pull it out of the box, and this year I just opened the ornament box and let the boys go to town because it was just easier and it looked cute and everybody was happy. But I do really appreciate those beautiful, fluffy, artificial trees. So I kind of used that method or that mindset as I was making these pretty branches on this pine tree. As we're finishing up this last part of the pine tree and adding just a few more details, I would love to get to know you a little bit more in the comments. If you could comment down below and tell me where you are in your cookie decorating journey. Is this the first cookie decorating video you've watched? Have you picked up a piping bag yet? Or are you a seasoned pro? I would love to learn more about where you are, how you got started, and get to know you a little bit better. And of course, if you'd like, you can always come over to the Cookie Confidence Facebook group where we're hanging out every day. We have a different prompt every day through the week. So, for example, Fridays are Photo Fridays, and we get to share examples of our work and see other cookie decorators' work as kind of like an inspiration thing and follow along with each other to grow our social media accounts if that's something you're interested in. I'm using that same technique here of just adding a bit of snow on top with the flood consistency white, and then I'm using that red that I used for the holly berries and coming back in to do a few ornaments on the tree. When I'm making a set for a cookie class like this, I love to start with the color palette to help me decide kind of what designs I'm going to create. Because if I know what colors I'm going to be making, it's a lot easier to decide on the design. And knowing the colors beforehand helps me kind of limit myself a bit creatively so that I'm not making 100 colors on the day of the class.